Oh, it's done. I'm back. So we're capping off the Panga. Capping off. We're about done with the gatas. I call it the gatas, the things that had to be done. Finished off the wiring. Some interesting things I found. You got to see this. It's just humorous. The bilge pump. It pumped out of right here, inside the well. And I've never seen anybody do that before. But I guess they did it at the factory level or the builder level, whoever. And I asked the guy that I bought it from, I said, "What's that?" He goes, "Oh, that's where the bilge pump drains out there." He says, "So you can see it right here, so you know that it's draining." I go, "Oh, yeah, that's kind of a neat idea." I thought, okay, I'm down with that. So I got done wiring everything here yesterday. And I scrubbed the whole boat out, got down in all the wells, the back, the bilge, everything was moldy and stuff from years of neglect, and got it all scrubbed out. And I left the plug in so that I could have that soapy Clorox water in the hull and help clean that stuff out. And I forgot the battery switch was on, and it starts pumping water with the automatic, which is good. I know it works now. But the funny thing is when it pumps out of that hole, if you look at it from this way, it pumps out of that hole. It's shooting straight into the front of the motor. It's no wonder the steering cable went bad. It's shooting that water directly into the motor. I was like, "Oh, you got to be kidding me." So we moved that. We put it outside the boat. Oh, I don't know if you can see it way back there. Like every other bilge pump is in the world. Pump the water out. That makes good sense to me. I went with the dual battery setup. I don't need it, I don't think, but anyway, I go offshore a lot and I go out far. That's why I went for the Panga. So we got two batteries now, and wiring's tidied up, neated up. Got the nice switch in there. We were able to get this switch panel that fit right into the console, just like I would want it to. It's more than I need, but I didn't want to patch that hole right now until I know what I'm going to do. So that's good. Steering works great, as it should now. We have a new cable on there. I wanted to put hydraulic steering, but there's only one system that works on that motor, I come to find out. That's the U-Flex system, and they're more expensive, of course. But I just don't know what the future holds for this, so at this point, it's just got the new cable, and it works great, and I'm happy. Up front, put a new bow light on it. That works now. Something else interesting about that bow light, the wire for that bow light, it's not run anywhere in the boat. It's actually laid into the glass somewhere. You can't access it. So if that wire ever goes bad, it's done. You got to lay something else. But I would put the lights on the console, or if I put a T-top on, or a little pilot house or whatever up there. So anyways, that's just kind of like a little recap. It's all rewired now. Everything's scrubbed out. All the holes are patched. I got a video I got to post of that. Everywhere the bilge bimini top and pole holders he had screwed in there and all. I filled all them holes, got it nice. Like I said, everything's scrubbed out, demildewed, moved the bilge pump hose. I'm sure I'm going to like it. That's what I've been looking for. But anyways, I've been holding off on a bilge bait well. And I stare at this all the time I'm working on it. Like, what am I going to do for a bait well? So I want to put it here in the back, kind of like where I'm sitting. And I thought, boy, on this back section here, wouldn't that be nice? And I could kind of cut out into it, have a round well, half in and half out, so it doesn't take up all the space in the boat. And I just, I've been thinking about it. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? How am I going to do it? And it just came to me the other day. I got a friend in the water business, and he's got those air bladder tanks he takes out all the time that go bad. And I said, "Hey, do you have a fiberglass one? Is this in your junk pile?" He said, "Yeah, I do." I said, "I'd like to have that." And it sounds stupid, but hey, there's a round fiberglass air tank. I'll pull the bladder out of that. I'll cut it the way I need to, and make my Livewell out of that. I can build one, but I figured by the time I build all this and everything, I might as well buy one. So this is going to work out great. I'm excited about that. I wanted to take the rocket launcher out when I was doing all this work, just so I didn't have to fight it when I was doing the wiring. And as you can see, I got all the screws out. I guess it's a good thing, I don't know, but when they put this down, they put it down with 5200, not just silicone. And if I get this up, it's pulling up gel coat. It's going to leave 4 big gel coat holes in the floor there. So for now, it's going to stay there, and I'm going to put them screws back in. Anyways, tomorrow's the big run. We're going to launch it, and we're going to put a few hours on it and make sure everything's like what I want, and if it handles and does what I'm supposed to, and then we're going to keep working. We're going to make a live well. We're going to figure out what we're going to do as far as a T-top or a little half pilot or whatever. No matter what I do, it's got a side console box. That's going to be in the way no matter what I do. So I'll have to put a top mount on there. But like I said, it's early on. We're going to run it, make sure it's like what we want. It's big enough, does what it wants to do out there in the water. And you know, I'll take a video on the water, and if it's a little rougher, that's all right too. We'll see how it handles. Okay, thanks for joining me.